There are three things you should get comfortable with not knowing: future results, support, and information. I need y'all to get comfortable with not knowing the future. And for one, you'll never know the future. It's not for you to know. It's something that's always evolving, and it's just a godly question what your future is. You'll never know. And at the end of the day, all you can control is your present tense. And if you decide to live in a life that's dedicated to your passion and you're doing something that's a process that you love, then your infinite potential is always going to be infinite. And it's going to have a result that you could never even imagine. Never even imagine. But sometimes we get stuck, even when we're in a life in our passion and we understand we're doing the right thing. But we have this goal. We all have goals. We have this goal and we're like, what if I can't reach that goal? What if I don't turn out to be the biggest this or the biggest that? But what we have to understand is it's bigger than the result. It's bigger than that end goal. All it's about is ourselves. And we're rooted in something that's personable to us. We're rooted in something that's in here. It doesn't have anything to do with what happens on the outside. So if we understand that, that's the reason that's going to make us get a result that's bigger than anything. That might have been confusing. But understand that if something's from here, it's from inside and it's coming out to the world. That product, that thing that everybody sees is for them. It's not for you. Everything that's great for them is coming from inside of you. And the reason it's so great for them is because you're doing it for yourself and it's intrinsic to you and it's pure to you. So that result that you get out, that result that's infinite to everybody else, is because it's pure. But when you do things for the outside, it's not going to reach that goal. But when you do things that's on the inside, that goal is going to be greater than you could have ever thought because it was so pure to the inside of you. So don't think about the end goal or the result and what that's going to end up being, because that's going to limit your potential. But when you do things that are inside, that goal is going to be bigger than you ever imagined. So just wait on that. And maybe you'll be in an interview with me and you're like, man, I never even thought I could hit this point. But you did it because it was more than just that interview. It was because I wanted to be in the position of doing what I loved on a daily basis. The second thing you have to get comfortable with is the people that are going to support you. You're not going to know who that is. You're not going to know how many views you're going to get on a video. You're not going to know how many people are saying congratulations. You're not going to know how many times you're going to get this trophy or this, that, or whatever. But you got to understand that's not what it is. When you're doing something you're passionate about, something you love, it's for your happiness. It's for everything. Everything is about you. And that's what's going to make it so great. So when you come out with your video, you come out with your thing that you're doing, don't care. I want to switch this. I don't even want it to be called being comfortable with them not knowing if you're going to support them, whatever I'm calling it. I want you to be comfortable with not caring if they support you. Because at the end of the day, they're going to join the bandwagon when everything popping. But don't care in the beginning, because that's when they're not going to be there. That's when the people who don't believe in you not going to be there. So you don't want them if they don't believe in you. But when it gets going, I promise you they're going to be there. So don't care at all if they're there in the beginning. The last thing I need y'all to get comfortable with not knowing is information. Information is going to be infinite. You're never going to accumulate all the knowledge in the world, but you should also embrace that. Embrace that you will never know everything, and embrace that you can continue to find new things that you like and continue to find new information about things you like. When you find something you're passionate about, you're going to want to accumulate all the knowledge there is or all the information it is about that one particular subject. When I first figured out what I was passionate about, I wanted to buy every book in the world, and I read those books because I wanted to know about them. But I also embraced that I'll never know everything. There's always going to be something I can ask somebody and learn from them. There's always going to be something I can read that will make me a better person when it comes to my passion. So when you're looking at the world and you're like, I'll never figure out everything, just know that you'll never actually know everything. But you have to understand that if knowledge is power, what do you think learning is? Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Root of Everything podcast. If you enjoyed any point, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and rate us. And if you want to stay up to date, follow us on our other platforms and go to our website, rootofeverything.com, and hit the button called The Weekly Root to have a weekly newsletter of everything Root of Everything.